Flush. Welcome back to the Flush. What are you playing?
10-10.
10.
It's a low stress Tetris.
He's been playing Tetris.
If you fuck up, it's your own fault.
What's that game you've been playing? Tetris at 100?
Tetris 99.
So he's been playing Tetris 99, which is a Tetris Battle Royale
on the Nintendo Switch.
And Michael, it's just been one of those fucking days.
Is my phones plugged in? I don't think they are.
No, you're not plugged in.
Because I couldn't hear myself.
I'm gonna go get a phone thing for Michael. Michael, tell him how great your day was.
It was just one of those days, you know, when you don't want to wake up. Everything sucks, and you don't know why, but you're looking for every excuse to rip somebody's head off. You know, it's all about that he said, she said bullshit. I think I'm gonna quit.
Really?
You keep talking to me like that, but you're gonna get fat lip.
Oh.
And remember,
you're singing a song that sounds familiar.
I pack a chainsaw. What? A mother chainsaw. What?
Michael, what is that?
What? I pack a chainsaw.
Hold on, I'm plugging you into a different jack. That one's acting weird. Okay, there we go.
That's my favorite part of the song.
What song is it?
Chainsaw! That's Fred Durst.
Oh, Limp
Limp Bizkit.
Oh, Biscuit.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything sucks.
You know what sucks is I grew up with a lot of people who really liked that kind of stuff, and I would just listen to it and just want to die because it just didn't hit me in a way.
Hit you in the right place.
It made me irritated.
Well, you know, it's like Fred Durst gets a lot of shit now, but at that time, like that was the shit. That was the Fortnite kind of the deal. Like I remember that. I remember that being like super popular, and he was the shit, and he had money, and he was doing concerts, and it was awesome. And I don't know what he's doing now. Maybe he's invested in a couple of businesses, and he's got some assets, and he just kind of sits on that 1990s money, just being his Durstiest. And it's like now, it's like to look at it, it's like, oh yeah, it was awful, but I don't think there was much in the way of that particular brand at the time. No. So it's like,
and look at that. Look at look what our Twitch bot does.
Oh wow.
You can kind of see what we're doing.
Yeah.
Look at that. The two of us.
It's us instead of a toilet.
Yes.
Us in front of a toilet.
Yeah, that's right. We're in front of a flushing toilet. I do like this angle a lot better because if you guys were here on Monday, I had the camera like flat on, and there was just something I didn't like about it. It just felt so weird. And now that I'm here in this like cornery kind of thing, he's getting his footrest.
Yes.
You need like an ottoman.
Yeah.
The little tiny ottoman, like the one from Beauty and the Beast. That's also a dog.
It's also a dog.
Yeah.
You just get a dog.
Just get a dog.
Pay another $50 a month.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Let's just go to a place where they have dogs. Remember the rule.
We should go to the cat cafe.
There's the rule. You never want to be the guy who owns the boat. You want to be the guy who shows up with beer to the boat.
Yes.
So
bring beer to the yacht. Yes.
Bring the treats to the dog.
Bring the treats. Yes.
Or beer if you're that fucked up of a human being.
No, I know that cat cafe has been open for like a
month
or so now.
Where is it?
It's in Cleveland.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like a little. They have. We should go because it's been open, and it's just you just go.
Let's just make sure we got. I think it's just Nick.
Okay.
Good, Nick.
Nick, you'll like this. I think you'll like this.
Because they're like, what are we liking? This game.
This game. Well, this is Return of the Obra Dinn, and God damn it! Just every once in a while, a game comes out that is so wonderfully and expertly crafted to be exactly what it was meant to be, and I can't help but like when this came out and I played it, I just played it I think I played it over the course of 2 days. It's like 2 evenings. And I stayed up way too late to finish it because I was just frustrated. I was almost there. And you might find out. But
No fates. All right, well, we'll begin. I've never played it. Mike has been suggesting this game for a couple months now, and we just never got around to it. And now I'm going to. Lost at Sea, 1803. The good ship Obra Dinn, built in 1796 in London, weighed 800 tons at 15-foot draught. Captain R. Witterell, crew of 51 men, last voyage to the Orient. Cape Rendezvous Unit.
unmet.
Unmet. It's the font. It's the
Yes.
dirt. Contact the East India something company. It's the East India Company.
East Indian Insurance, East India Company.
The Honorable East India Company. Attention, the Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims of London office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Dispatched to Falmouth immediately to prepare for an assessment. I can't read aloud.
So you are an insurance assessment.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Where somebody is gonna get nothing. You're getting $0.
You assess situations, and this is well.
We can't. I'm sorry, we can't afford to pay it out because you did it. You're.
Company man woke me up.
Oh, we got voices.
Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn.
This is the middle of the night.
Not many eager for that job.
No.
Because the Obra Dinn,
Seems a bit late if you ask.
Obra Dinn disappeared.
What's in the box?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Post it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
Yes, very carefully, please. That's my suitcase with all my delicate things. There's a rope. It's like we're playing it on a Game Boy,
Yes.
like an original Game Boy.
It's an intentional, like, low res, like on a DOS kind of rendering style. Yes, but you're an insurance adjuster, and you go out to the scene and assess. And this is the Obra Dinn, a ship that disappeared and has returned off of the coast with Naresar. And that's just... I don't know what that could be. But it's on the sea. It's kind of winking at you.
That's no good. It's not a reflection of anything. There's something in the water. There's a loose animal in here somewhere. Is he not fucking bringing my... Hey. Boyo, you gonna bring that up? You need some help down there? Alright, well, you just do you. I'll take a look around. Well, it looks like the anchor was definitely dropped, and the way to raise the anchor is gone.
You need some of the wooden things they'd stick in there.
Yeah, I wonder if it's this.
You know, that might be exactly right.
Can I? Nope. Well, it looks like it's intact, minus the crew, wherever they may be. Ah, an intricate system of pulleys. I see. For the mast, the center mast. Oh, that person is dead. Is there a crouch? No. Okay, well, I suppose that's to be expected.
So that door is locked.
It's got an X on the door.
The door's
But that one's open.
Oi!
What?
It's too heavy!
Jesus. Why even bring you out here?
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
You know what it is. Just take it. The Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalogue of adventure and tragedy of 1807.
I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately, and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans.
Oh, look, here's the information. Unholy captives, soldiers of the sea, the doom, escape the ends, loose cargo. There's some...
So if you click on that, so this gives you a zoom in, and the dotted line is the chart. You have sailed from the UK to the Orient, but you did not make it to Cape Verde. I think that's where I said you did not make it to as a rendezvous. So this was the route that you were supposed to take. This is the ship, and it's a map of the layout of the decks. You have the cargo.
Whoops.
And also shows you where you are. This is the crew manifest.
This is how I keep track of all the people I'm supposed to find.
You'll notice that you have the names, the quality, the position or profession, their lineage, and you also have they're numbered. So there's 60 fates. And these are a collection of photos, sketches, if you will. Their faces will remain blurry, and this will be explained, but as you identify people, their faces will become sharper. But all 60, I think but all 60 people are drawn. And this is what you will fill out. Everything is left blank for you.
Okay.
And you will slowly fill in the information as you discover it. Bargain is, as a bargain is hidden from you, and you will not, that is your progress. And these are glossary of terms. So if you don't know what a bosun is, you can click on that and it will tell you the duties and position of a bosun. And this is a resource. You will be figuring things out using this. But this is your main tool.
Okay. And then Momentum Mortem. Remember death. No flashlight. All right. Well, you stay right there, or not. You're probably gonna leave me out here.
And if you hit escape, you have a little bit of yeah. So you can change it to
oh, so I can get that green phosphorus going, or orange phosphorus. Ooh. Oh, here's a Commodore. All right. It's interesting. 1803. That's pretty neat. I kind of like that one.
So you can choose your flavor.
I like that Commodore 1803 or IBM 18. Is that one? Yeah, that one. That's good.
You have some different things that you can mess with, but yeah.
I like this one.
All right. Okay.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Nice shot, Captain. That's how I get out. Let's take a look. Interesting.
So we start at the end.
Interesting.
So if you hover over where it says this soul, on this unknown soul, if you click on that, this person's face appears blurred throughout the book. This blurring indicates that you don't yet have sufficient information to determine their identity. Their fate may be known and can be entered now. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. Carry on and pay attention. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been found. So click on how they died. So who is this? How they died? Met an unknown fate. They were shot by a gun by
Captain.
the captain. Okay. And that is the extent of the information you got.
Okay.
But yes, their faces remain blurry, and then that's a
Just a
review of
log.
the text, a log of the text. These are the people that were present. That means you have a sufficient information to call that the captain.
I'm going to assume that this man was probably his first mate.
That's not a bad guess.
Yeah, because he's standing very close, got very similar clothes on. So, if I was to guess, that's the first mate, and this is some sort of crewman. And they're firing a gun for some reason. I don't know.
They're doing an execution.
I see. All right.
So firing squad at sea.
Justice at sea.
Justice at sea. But yes, so the captain's face was not blurred, and so you'd be able to identify him, but not his fate. And that man's face is blurred, so they say that he... so yeah, if you click on him, click on that, you can click on unknown. This person's face is no longer blurred, which means that they can now be identified. Use the book and pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book maps, crew manifests, and artist sketches, along with individual conversation logs to find clues.
All right. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. Decisive information is rare. You'll have to make assumptions using partial information. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck. Well, I think we can all safely assume that was the captain. Memories where this person appears can be navigated from here. Okay. Why did I bookmark that?
It's kind of like a navigation shortcut. So if you are looking for a particular thing, or you know they have a particular relationship, you can bookmark them and then return to their bookmark sections.
fascinating. Definitely some sort of Navyman. How do I use stuff?
So, there, you don't really open anything up because the memento mortem, or mortem memento, I can't even remember which one, it only takes you back to the memory of the instant the person died. And so it's kind of like this is a freeze frame in time. And so you can...
Who's this guy? Some sort of crewman.
So there's no interacting with things, there's just observation.
Let's see. Okay, so definitely that man. So there was another person. I didn't realize there was another person.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the captain.
And so you will be able to come back here by doing the exact same thing you did to the body.
Okay. I just want to just take a quick look around.
Yeah. Observation is your primary tool.
For some reason, they've got that crate that was on the deck hanging off the ledge here. That's really interesting. I wonder why that is. They also have a pile of wood. Interesting. So
Not looking exactly ship shape.
no, that mast looks like it's bending as well. That's no good. Well, I'm sure there's other things to look at, but let's continue on. All right, let's take a look at that mast. Yeah, it's definitely something happened there. And they had to tie it up. I didn't realize it the first time I looked through here, but that mast is definitely messed up. And well, whatever was in that cage is not there anymore. Oh, he's still down there. Good. I'm glad he didn't just leave me.
Yeah, he'll stay there.
Okay. I mean, not like he's much help, but
Yeah.
it'd be annoying if he just left. We definitely got some corpses in here. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened to this man.
Where are they? Must be in here someplace. They're at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie.
And there's that guy again. The captain, I'm guessing. Yeah. Captain got him good. Whoever that man was. And what are you doing back here, huh? There he is again. I'm guessing this is the man that kills the captain. He's gonna fall off the ledge here. Inside the captain's quarters. Was it knife?
Mm-hmm.
By captain. Okay. Interesting. Don't think it gave me a good view of what was in that cage. That must be the captain's bed. Door's locked. Captain's gun, but you know, like all powder weapons, probably not quick on reloading. There's the guy gun. As I said, most likely the first mate, but I don't have enough evidence to corroborate. What were you doing up here? Just jumping down, huh? Interesting. Can't open that door. Yeah. That is definitely a knife. The captain looks like he got hit with a stick, or is that a spear? It's hard to say. Well, I think that's good enough for now. Interesting. All right. What's this man? Ahoy! Oh. This fool. That's that guy again. It's good to see you, Mr. Biddy. We're currently trying to figure out what happened on the lost ship Obra Dinn. Apparently there were many murders, and they were trying to attack the captain here. But the captain, being a badass, apparently has killed 3 men so far. His weapon of choice looks like that was definitely a spear.
He pulled it out of his shoulder to hit the dude with.
Yeah, he totally
bashed him right in his skull.
Right in the face. And this is open now. Who is this? Some lady. She is apparently asleep. Uh-oh. Let's see what we did. Alright, so inside the captain's quarters, we definitely found another corpse, but it was not the captain. I don't know who they were, but we can definitely say that he wasn't eaten. Knifed, torn apart, strangled, speared, no. I think he was clubbed. Would you say clubbed is good?
Look under the subcategories of struck.
Struck. Ah.
Hooves, tail, wing. No. Yeah, okay. Yeah, clubbed. Clubbed is most accurate.
By the captain. Interesting. Okay. Well, captain has definitely left quite a mess in here. I didn't see anybody on the 3rd floor the last time, but we're gonna just check anyway. It's always good to be thorough and to look around. You should never know what you might find. Although I'm still curious as to what could be inside that cage. So why is it dangling? Maybe it's not important, but there's the other guy. All right. Interesting. I'm sure there was more to look at in that memory, but maybe we'll go back to it. Oh no, I got 2 corpses in here. Perhaps this is the captain. There is a gun on the floor.
Abigail, My friend. I shot him. Dead.
Interesting.
I'll be with you soon, my love.
Indeed. We're trying to solve the mystery.
Please forgive me. For everything.
Oh, I don't think he made it. I don't think Abigail made it either, because I thought I saw flies around her.
Oh yeah.
She's totally not alive. Oh no, poor Captain. We're insurance agents, Nick, and we're trying to figure out what happened on the Obra Dinn. It just mysteriously reappeared, and, well, now there are a lot of corpses, and we were given a special compass that allows us to see someone's memory right before they died. And so we're trying to figure it out, and of course, insurance companies would have this magical ability. Yeah, that's not good, buddy. You did not make it. He will not
Shot
be
himself in the heart.
He will not be in Obra Dinn 2, that's for sure.
So we found out a lot of information there.
Yes, we did, and we're gonna fill in some stuff. Abigail, once we have her last name, we can also figure out what her brother's last name is, and that will most likely be our first officer, which is what I'm getting to suspect. He was shot, suicide, by gun.
This may or may not be correct. Fates are validated in sets of 3. Correctly identify at least 3 people and their fates to have the information typeset into the book. That is correct.
Yeah, that's look. Why are you making me doubt myself?
No, the only assurances you get is in sets of 3.
Okay.
So what you might be able to do is go to the beginning where all of the and look at the crew. Yes. Let's look for a woman named Abigail.
Okay. Abigail
Housecut Witterell.
Witterell.
But then again, here's the thing. She has the last name of the captain.
Yes.
Is there Housecut? Because that might be a hyphenated.
So she was married to the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep,
William.
William Housecut, first mate.
Yep.
Okay.
Now we got the information we need. William Housecut was shot by a gun by Captain Robert William. This man, I don't know him yet.
Mm-hmm.
He is still unknown.
And we can see that their faces are blurry, and so the game also knows that we don't have enough information.
Okay, and we'll have to go through Abigail's thing in a second, but
Yep. But we'll be able to see exactly how she died, and we know her name, so.
yeah. At least now we know exactly who that first man was. He was the first mate. I figured as much.
You're dead on.
Figured as much. Got a lot of knives out here, everybody. We got all these fucking knives on corpses.
Gotta be able to cut those ropes.
Just checking. Most likely nothing, but it's always good to look. That round isn't laying there, so it must have rolled away somewhere else. Or maybe down below. Alright. What the heck does that mean?
So, when you identify the number of deaths in a certain chapter,
Get a little X near
they'll
it
give you the X's. Yes.
to let me know that I've made a number of.
To let you know that there are 4 fates contained in that chapter. And Abigail was already dead.
Yeah, I can tell. Why are they being attacked by a kraken? Lady. I can tell a lot of the crew did not survive because there was a kraken, apparently. My God. Well, now we know what happened to the mast and why it was broken. Oh, can't go that way. We got a whole bunch of people here. This guy looks frightened. Who is he? What about her? She's one of the other people. Oh, and then we got someone else. We had several people present when she got smacked in the face. Who is this? Oh, he must be another crew member of some sort.
Open the book while examining a face to flip directly to the sketch.
Yeah, I think that might be him.
To the right? Or...
No, I think.
Oh,
this,
yeah, that's
I
right,
think
yeah.
this is Martin.
Okay. So you should be able to identify him as Martin.
Yeah. This is definitely Abigail. She got smacked.
Yes.
So that answers some questions. They did pretty well considering their ship was attacked by a giant squid. Well, the Doom. This is the chapter. They were attacked somewhere between Azores and the Canary Islands. Of course she was. The corpse was moved post-mortem. There were lots of people present. Who is this and how did she die? This is... Abigail Hoscott Whitterell. She's from Scotland. She was... struck... No. Clubbed? Eaten? No, froze. Killed. No, knifed. Not torn apart. Yeah.
Clubbed is about the... Oh, crushed. See what crushed does. Beast cannon, cargo rigging, stones.
Was she crushed by the rigging?
I think you could say so. Three fates. So it's gone from post-it note to typeset.
All right.
And so now, when this happens, there's a corpse that you can memento mortis, or from inside the memory.
Oh, that man did not make it. You got it before I could write. Yeah, this is pretty good. What's happening?
Oh, follow the, yeah. There's a smoky trail that will lead you. Yes.
Where?
From behind you, yeah. Yep.
Oh. Oh.
So this is, you're back in the real world, and this will create a kind of like a ghost corpse in the present world, where now you can examine their fate.
He got ripped in half.
Mm-hmm.
Torn asunder. Oh, yeah, you can definitely identify that man. His tattoos are definitely very obvious. Oh, what are you doing? You're another person I don't know. crew member. What's he catching? Don't know. Well, now we know it's some kind of goat that was inside that cage. Another man who works on the ship. Another new soul we have not seen yet. He definitely got a good stick in there before he was ripped in half. Making an offering to of the goat to the Kraken. Very, very likely. That cage was on the side of the ship. Who is this and how did they die? Well, I can definitely tell you. This person was torn apart by
If you go all the way, oh, you have at the very top,
unknown officer.
you have unknown enemy and beast.
By a terrible beast. There's another one nearby. Somebody didn't make it. I don't think I've seen him before. There's a pig in that one. This must be John's ship from fucking Sea of Thieves. John's the one who was like, oh yeah, let's just get a whole bunch of crates of pigs and stuff. John loves transporting little farm animals. It's great. Oh, this guy didn't die, but he's a person I have not seen yet. This guy looks like he's dead. No?
No, he's just hanging on for dear life.
This guy? No. This guy's just got a gun. Oh, this guy's totally toast.
This fella.
Alright, here's this fella. And this is the Obra Den, and you're watching the Disney Channel. In some sort of mad attempt. Oh. That's the man who got ripped in half. Ooh, this guy fell down some stairs. But I saw him up there, so I know he makes it. Makes it upstairs anyway. He doesn't survive, but definitely makes it upstairs. Through the powder, there's a person in there. This man died from explosion. Interesting. I just imagine us playing Sea of Thieves, and then I do this on one of John's ships, and it's just literally just an asshole with like a big ship unloading, and that's it. It's just one chapter.
Yeah.
We got trolled by PvP.
Exploded.
There are people present. You know? I wonder if I can go down the stairs. No, not yet.
Bless you.
I mean, they tried. They really tried to fight that. Ooh, that man fell off the edge of the ship. He is gone. Who is that?
So if you hit tab, right, and you click on him, and I don't know if you've...
No. But we know that he falls in the water.
Yes.
So maybe we'll see something later on.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, the stairs are open now. They weren't before.
So as you explore and uncover more corpses, you unlock more areas of the ship to explore and find more corpses to...
These cannons are pretty well tied down. Another corpse laying right over there. Oh, those definitely got crushed by this cannon. I think I could pretty much tell you exactly what happened here.
Sir, loose the cannon!
Oh. This man did not make it. Oh, these are the guys that were upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it to the deck. Ooh, this guy got... Something happened here. This guy is only half a man. His head is missing. We'll figure it out here in a second. It's like the Pompeii dude that got crushed by the rock. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. We'll sail together. This man was crushed by cannon. Yes, I see it. I know. We're just going to take one quick look around, and then we'll go to our next part. Oh, this man did not make it either. There are two. I'm gonna have to return to this memory.
Oh, actually, you, yep, you get
Oh.
both of them. I don't know if you get both of them or if you,
Alright, hit me with that magic powder. Take me back in time. This poor man, he was crushed by the cannon that fired and killed this man. Hopefully nobody was on the John or whatever these doors are supposed to be, because they're in for a rude awakening. I mean, I know they don't really have Johns on ships like this. Just imagining like a little fucking medicine cabinet in there and... that poor man that got crushed so hard. Oh yeah, his head completely gone.
Oh wow. Oh, I never noticed that in my life, but his head is absolutely just gone.
And This man was the one who lit the fuse.
Oh, so you have a double in this one. So I think
Well,
what you can do is, yeah, you can go.
Not him, but let's go check.
Okay, so he had the hat. So there you go. He was shot by cannon. By an unknown attack. So we don't know who, but you were right. You saw the guy with the
Yeah.
with the, what do they call him? The there's a specific name for it, but it's but that guy who has the flame in his hand, the fire, is the man that shot him. And then the other man was crushed.
There's another body, though.
Oh, is it not that one?
I don't know.
See if you can click on him.
Maybe it's gonna take me to it.
It's not these fellas. It's not there. Might as well mark that he's crushed. Alright, so somebody, oh yeah, that was him.
I'm just gonna... Oh, it's gonna do it for me. It's very ominous.
It's like Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
My hands. Aim level. Ready.
Was the man who had his head taken off. So now this brings up a question. Was he crushed by the cannon or was he crushed by the beast?
Well, if I say crush, it'll give me options.
Alright.
I think this is the guy I marked in the last book. It is. No, this is a different man. This is the one I'm looking at.
Oh. So that's the thing, it's sometimes it's unclear. I guess the so he wasn't crushed. That man shared the same death as the one who had his head blown off. So that man was crushed. And I'd say beast. What you'll be able to do is if you're close, you can change it later. But that man, he was immediately behind the
Yeah.
one that. So it's likely that he was also blasted with a cannon.
But that's not him. This is the guy
Yeah.
that died. This is the one I've been trying to identify. And then the last one, he was so he was blasted back by the cannon. Okay, yeah, he was crushed by the cannon. Okay, I'll accept it.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Let's go check out some other parts of the ship. Man, we really need to start identifying some of these folks.
That will. So it kind of goes. It's a kind of a slow build because you, like I say, conclusive evidence isn't always there, so you're going to be able to start finding names slowly.
Yeah, and process of elimination.
Exactly. But to do that, you have to get a lot of options open and look at all of the things in front of you. So you pretty much right now you're just finding the corpses and marking things as you know.
Something. Another cannon.
So something like if you look in that room, that thing that was hanging up on that wall, I think that's a particular item that belongs to a certain crew member, and what you might find is in certain memories you'll see that hanging around their neck, and that might be important in identifying, because if that's a tool used by a certain person, then you can look them up in the manifest and then identify them by profession.
This ship had a lot of people on it.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of loose stuff just laying everywhere. Ah, there's the shitter.
Yeah.
There's the shitter. Knew there was one. There had to be. Right? They don't just like... I mean, I'm sure they could. Just go over the side of the deck.
Well, I probably did.
This man's crushed. Oh, I see a corpse. I see bones.
Not with women present, though.
Yeah, he was taking a dump. Crushed by a horrible beast, but this gives me an idea. Definitely see. Bringing food for somebody. Won't get to see for a while.
What you'll see is you see some hammocks.
Yeah. Oh. 43, 44.
So, like, zoom in on their feet. Oh, we don't know them. Okay. No identifying features.
No.
So ES, they aren't pictured because they were the person who did the sketch.
Oh.
And that's their initials. So
It's clear.
there, it looked like there was a artist, Edward Spratt. There you are. And
There we go. Now we know. Where was Edward Spratt?
where was he?
Oh, that was the artist.
That was the artist. Yep. ES, Edward Spratt, the artist.
Oh, crushed by beast. There's another corpse nearby. Was that it?
Oh, up there. Yep.
What the heck? All right, take me to it.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. No robes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Nice. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
I've yet to see that man. Or this one. These are all new to me. Some sort of scholar. Looks like they were getting ready to just abandon ship for some reason.
We'll take a look at what everybody had on them. See if there's anything in the boat other than what that guy's holding.
Just looks like supplies.
And if they planned to get anywhere, they must have been not too far away from land.
This guy's clear.
So that means we have enough information to figure it out. Here's identifying information. You take a look at the text. So they called him a Dane.
What is a Dane?
I think it's some sort of... So what we got? We got England, Austria, France, America,
Danish?
Denmark. We've got China, Denmark. There you go.
Lars Lind.
Yep.
He's the only one.
The only one from Denmark. So he's a Dane. And he was
Clubbed.
And the other guy's face was clear. But I don't know if you... It was that dude. Apparently, you have enough information to figure out who that was, but I don't think I knew at this point. Oh. There's a deduction rating. Higher rating means that it will be more difficult to deduce this person's identity. Focus on easily deduced identities first and leave the more difficult ones for later. So he is a 3. That's the hardest. So it's difficult to figure out who he is. And that's why his face is clear right now. It's because his identifying information has been shown. But because he's so hard, you just leave him for later.
The ropes.
So what you're going to be looking for is, in the future, you'll probably find a situation where somebody dies and that Dinn is involved. And then you can see who died. And then maybe you'll have identifying information on them. But you'll at the very least know that they're brothers. And so they should share names.
Interesting. Denmark had a brother, both sailors. Interesting. Cool.
So the X's are... These are disappearances. So 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of the chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. So the X's are deaths that you can identify. The slashes are disappearances. And so it won't be clear what exactly happened to them. Like that one dude with the turban, he fell overboard.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to say,
Drowned.
20 parts suicide, struck, strangled,
Fell.
fell overboard.
Sure that was him?
Well, yes, because he was falling overboard. And I think several other of them probably fell too, but you'll have to examine. But it can be assumed, because he fell overboard during all that commotion and was never seen from again, he's dead. Unless evidence is surfaced otherwise. But that's a good guess.
This guy was crushed. Exploded. Okay. I have enough information to identify this man somewhere.
And actually, you know what? I don't know if it's enough information to identify precisely, or if all information concerning them has been revealed. Because it's tough sometimes.
Was it this Was this chapter where the guy fell overboard?
That was the chapter where a lot of commotion was happening. But yeah, the doom was when the guy in the turban fell overboard.
Okay.
Yep.
We're only on midship too.
Mm-hmm.
This game's cool, man. I like it.
I really... It's made by the same guy that made Papers, Please.
Oh. wonder if that's the boat that set sail out there. No, that would make sense. Interesting. Well, I already looked at all that guy. You don't have to pop that up. So he was definitely using the toilet and going overboard. That guy got crushed. That guy got crushed. These guys are dead.
Oh.
I wasn't there before. No, that was not there before. There's a bunch of books in here.
No, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Scottish accent. Getting a better idea. Don't know who that is. Getting an idea here. That must be Brennan. Don't know who that is. Oh, that man's missing a huge chunk of his face. That must be Brennan. This guy's blurry, yeah. That's the only one I could think of. Wait, is this the same guy? Yeah, this is the one we've been trying to identify. It's the one that was in the
That
captain.
was one of the mutineers.
Yeah. Stabbed.
Knifed. By. We don't know.
Okay, so
Check out the dialogue.
oh no.
Haircut. Don't leave me.
Scott.
Tell Pete's mother I tried the best to pull him back to save him. Tell yourself, Brennan. Bring the surgeon's kit. So this person was trying to pull Pete back. So at some point,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, and I think that guy's Scottish. So we could go here. We also have an unknown passenger as well.
Well, unknown. So you have topmans, midshipmans, things like that, and you can narrow down identifications. So you might know somebody's a seaman as opposed to a Henry Brennan, right at the bottom there. There you go, Henry Brennan. All right.
Don't know who he is yet.
Yeah.
But.
So you can. It might behoove you to narrow down, but not completely select on.
Just wanted to see something. Okay. So that's the first meet. Yeah. First meet's Scottish, that's what I was wondering.
Well, that makes Abigail was Scottish too, wasn't she?
Yeah. Let's see what happened here. I don't think it's gonna be too much of a stretch to say that guy got fucked up. The face. This is
What's all this, you damn fool?
bludgeoned. Looks like he shot another man. Doing back here. Oh, he was definitely stabbed. Funny how he knows exactly who that. I'm like, I can't tell that. There's no face anymore. His face was completely wiped off.
It's probably his uniform.
He was clubbed.
Mm-hmm.
Part of his face is there.
Yeah. It gets so gruesome sometimes.
Yeah. I think he shot him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the top of his head. Jeez.
All right, let's see how this man was murdered.
Captain cannot be trusted.
You have a plan?
Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade treasure fish and shells for gold. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Fresh bastard!
No!
That was his hat.
Oh.
There's that guy. This is the guy. He must have been hiding back here. This is a confusing scene.
Mm-hmm. See if you could go upstairs. Yeah, there's Brennan and there's first mate.
Let's see if we can figure this out. Well, we know how this guy was killed. He got shot in the fucking face. We don't know who did the attacking. What the fuck? Come on, let me look at him. I wonder who the fuck that was. Is that the captain? Yeah. Looks like he's had to do some...
Let them go!
Some other guy, and there's one other lady down there. I can't quite see her.
You might remember them from they were recoiling in horror.
Yeah. This man was shot. This man, that's the guy who was hanged. Oh no, guy in the background. Looks like he was stabbed. The captain was doing some trying to do some shooting himself. Location of the corpse. He was shot by a gun.
So click on by an unknown attacker. And scroll. Let's take a look at the passengers.
Well, I haven't identified her.
Well, so let's just take a look. So you have several passengers. You have Abigail Huscott Witterell, who was the captain's wife, and then down again. You have Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. And the rest are from Formosa, and the other one is from Italy. So you have two women, Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. Now, the key difference between those names is that one is a miss, and that miss is unmarried. And you might be able to identify, well, you could just go off of whichever one looks older, but in a previous memory, you can examine their hands and see which one's wearing a wedding ring.
Oh.
You might be able to see it from here.
Now these graphics.
But I'd assume that's the not miss.
Yeah. think this is the other lady.
Mm-hmm. Right at the bottom there. There you go. And if you need to, you can just reverse them later.
Yeah, it's the first mate again. Brennan. He's awfully chummy with Brennan. There's that guy who nobody wanted to deal with. What's this guy doing? Oh, this guy got shot. So yeah, he was mutiny, mutiny, and then he jumps on his back and stabs him. What's he doing?
So, they were talking.
I see.
Yes.
They were having a conversation and he overheard it. Got it. Not surprised, it's the corpse that's laying there on the ground already.
I love how it goes up and it just does a big slow circle and then it comes down, even though you're right there.
Last one. Move quick.
Unite is the last boss.
Down.
You have an idea who that might be?
So that's probably Paul. And I think...
I think we got it right.
Yep, ring. There you go.
It's about to fire up into the air. At least you're coming up running. You can get a better idea. Oh.
And then you have another corpse.
So you said Pete.
Paul.
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 Thank you. Actually, I could just... Paul. Okay.
Paul Moss. First mate steward.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, there's not more than one Paul on here?
Don't look like it.
Okay. It was stabbed, right? I don't remember. Was he stabbed?
He was cut down with a sword. So, killed sword, yes, by an unknown.
I see. All right. A bunch of people present. Don't know these guys yet. right, let's see what happened to this guy.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The cat. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
He's missing an arm.
That door was open. Is the captain or?
That's a guy who noticed it.
That's first mate.
That's the captain.
That's captain. Clawed, clubbed, eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, poison shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide, torn apart. I think expired is the one that covers this. No. Exploded, fell. Spiked, speared, shot, poison, torn apart. Axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned.
Oh, so you can tell if they're alive still.
Eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed, sword, knifed, torn apart probably then. Torn apart by
Unknown attacker.
beast. Probably.
Well, let's see. Verdammt.
Verdammt. The beast is dead. No. I think that's just damn it.
I thought it was like some specific way to say it.
Actually, yeah, let me look that up.
Yeah.
Verdammt. German.
Oh, that's Germany. Okay, so that narrows it down. Austria is a good choice. Sweden, England, Wales. Yeah, Austria. It's the only one I could say.
Give it a shot.
We got two Austrias though.
Got a bosun and
A gunner.
a gunner.
How do I? Yeah.
Well, you could try one and then try the other because I think you have three. I think you have two prepped. Also, look how underneath the bosun it has the bosun's mate, and he's from France, and he asked for his Frenchman.
Got it. See, that was it.
Haha. Nick's like, it's the bosun. It's the bosun. He's a French mate.
Yeah. Wow. Nick's probably like gonna ace this game. This is a good game. I think he should be a part of at some point.
That's why I suggested it for Adventure Thursday.
Yeah.
No. because it plays a lot like an adventure game.
Well, hold on. Let's go back a bit here. I can figure out who that guy was. This must be the mate. Because he was torn apart.
I think... Scroll through everybody real quick.
Frenchman. He was torn apart.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if that's exactly how that works. The only reason I'm hesitant is because the bosun, like, go to the glossary and click on bosun.
Okay.
Boatswain or bosun. Foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. So that's a fairly, not like a crazy high position, but a high position. And so the mate should be what I'd imagine would be well dressed.
That's true.
But that guy has, he might be Persian because of the tattoos. But I remember, you get more information as you keep playing. And like see who he's standing next to.
I see.
Yeah. Because like the captain, the first, the second, the third mate are all grouped together. Their stewards aren't too far away from them. The seamen are usually grouped together. The topmen are usually grouped together.
I see.
Yeah. So we have 4 people, and there were 4 people on that boat. So, go to the beginning of Escape and click on the map. Alright. So,
They said they sailed east.
the X is where they are, or where they were at that time. At Escape, and so that boat would carry them to, I mean, I don't know if they said anything about where they were going, but that
Someone
boat,
said they'd sail east.
they'd sail, well, that was the mutineers. So they could be alive in Azores, in Madeira, in the Canary Islands, or maybe even Africa. But the Azores seem pretty close. But you can take a look, because they are probably all alive.
I think maybe, so we got Azores, Canary. What was that other one?
The Canary, the Azores, Africa, and
Interesting.
something else.
That's a good place to stop.
Okay. But yeah, you might pick up a snippet of dialogue where they talk about putting the remaining passengers on a boat and shipping them off. And then that would give you a better clue as to where they went. But yes.
All right. Well, that was Return of the Obra Dinn. That was really good. Nice little relaxing game to play with a friend on a nice little Wednesday evening. How you feeling?
I feel good.
I do too.
Yeah.
So this is a question for you, Nick. Are you going to be good to stream Adventure Thursday tomorrow and hopefully either beat Realms of the Haunting or probably get close to beating Realms of the Haunting? Because I think... So the next part you're going to do is filled with a lot of puzzles and a lot of aggravating, weird stuff that I will try to help to the best of my knowledge. But you are near the end game. So if you want to come over tomorrow, just let me know. If you got other things going on, that's fine. But yeah, so far I really like the setup of the stream. We're kind of back to what our what our previous format was, but I've now gotten it to a place where I really like it. So yeah, this is really nice. Yep, he's all set to be there. So
All set to come. All right.
yeah, see, so tomorrow 7:30 we'll be doing Adventure Thursday
Realms of the Haunting.
with Realms of the Haunting,
Whoa.
and yeah, that should be pretty cool. Anything else you want to add, Mike?
Nope.
No.
Thanks for playing game.
Thanks for playing.
It's fun to revisit this through your eyes because I had a really good time the first time I played it, and I've been looking forward to watching others play it.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I definitely want to play it more, and I think we definitely will. Especially
and don't feel any like if you want to bring it back to the stream, that's cool. But if you're just intrigued and you want to play it by yourself, go ahead.
I am pretty. Yeah, I can do that, but I kind of want to save it for the stream because I like its story based. Whereas at some point I'm going to do Caves of Could. Hey, it's Sequoia.
Hey.
We're about ready to head off, but we'll be back again tomorrow for the Adventure Thursday.
She's alive.
She made it. Anyway, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.